Mario Kart Super Circuit Extra Star Cup, featuring Todd, Pureheart1777. Hello everybody, this is Nintendo 14. Welcome back to the year of Mario Kart. Here in Mario Kart Super Circuit for today, we shall be playing as Luigi, and we're going to take him to, wait for it, as you can say, you can press and hold, or press R or L if you want to, mess around with the characters. They can hop around or throw a bunch of green shells. But getting back to it, we're going to be racing in the Extra Star Cup. Here with me I have Todd, Pureheart1777. Say hello.
Yellow.
Yellow. Alright. We're getting to some of the more trickier tracks from Super Mario Kart. The first one being Vanilla Lake 1. This one, it surprises me how they kept all the same layouts from the original Super Mario Kart. As in, you got all these blocks right in the middle of the track. No other track quite like it. And I guess a best tip is to let people go out in front and hit those ice blocks for you, because they hit it.
It's the same. Yeah, you were saying.
Oh no, I was done. Let you get in the commentary.
I was gonna say it's pretty much the same from the Super Nintendo edition. The only difference is I think it's just the coin amount that they added in. I know there were not that many coins, and I don't know how you got hit by your own shell there.
Yeah,
but maybe like more coins. And this one is actually much easier than the first one, and you got first there. I'm very lucky with that red shell.
Yep. I hit him right before he finished the race, just a couple inches short of the start-finish line, and he was already in the hitting animation, and he was pretty slow to get back up to speed, and we crossed the line right before he did.
Imagine that happening to Kevin.
Yeah, I could tell because he always plays as Wario, and who would I be as Luigi? Like who would normally play as Luigi? Jason?
Luigi is normally Chris from Local Boys, but having second thoughts, because at this point I don't even know. Once the more characters were brought into Mario Kart, the list kind of got bigger. And actually sometimes I just had to switch around a few things. I think Tom is probably Luigi.
Yeah,
and I consider you Tom.
Plays in Smash.
Consider you either.
Or no, that's Bowser. He now plays as Bowser in Smash. But besides
actually,
Mario,
yeah,
we
he
also
is
have Yoshi. We got Yoshi in there. Noah, my boy. He's throwing himself in the mix alongside Wario. So we got, I think for this cup, just those two that we gotta compete with.
Well, it's your competitors is Kevin. He's a third, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Usually the second place player is always your competitor, or at the start it's the 7th player from the very beginning of the Grand Prix.
Kevin needs to rebuild that momentum from losing the first race for what, one inch from that red shell.
Yep. But that won't be happening anytime soon.
I don't get why I'm throwing my green shells forward. It's so risky to throw green shells forward.
Well, there you just killed Kevin.
Oh, yep. Peace, Kevin. That's okay, though. He's got some pretty good rubber banding ability. No biggie. He can catch up real quickly. That's the thing with whoever's in second. They have this rubber banding. It's been present for the first 3 Mario Kart games, but it goes away in Double Dash.
Yes. And this is actually, I believe this is the last Bowser's Castle for the Super Nintendo, but this is actually my favorite because it's a challenge, it's longer, and it's just more challenging. The first one in this NES was just a total joke. I'm not even gonna lie. But the third one is like your big true test.
Oh, the one in DS was one of the GBA tracks. It had to break the immersion of me playing in the GBA. Yeah, there's the Wii U thing. When you press R and then you bring up stay saved. Alright.
You can talk Bowser's Castle 2 from the Game Boy onto the DS, and that'll be the second one.
Yeah. The thing with that last Bowser Castle track it's super tight and super easy to hit the walls and all that. No, that's the reason why it's in the Star Cup. Beginners will have their test his skill, or their what should we call it? Skills strained. Jesus.
It's so weird how this. It's so weird how this is. I think the only Mario Kart game that has 5 cups overall. Every other one has 4.
Yep.
They never add an additional Lightning Cup to any other. Usually, Lightning Cup would end up being a retro. The last
with
retro
those
cup.
five tracks in 1 cup, it's hard to get used to. You think by the end of the 4th race in the cup, you're thinking, that's it. But that's the special thing about Super Mario Kart.
No.
There's a bit of endurance with that game's Grand Prix.
Yeah, surprisingly how I was able to import any the original tracks into this game as well.
It also amazes me how fast the CPUs can go through corners. For me, I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. In order to keep any sort of traction, I need to back it down so much that the AIs will just pass me.
Well, yeah, drift away. I hear about it. Yep.
I know, Biggie. We got a big enough lead. We're gonna take this real easily.
How many times you practice 150cc? Because I remember when I was little playing 150cc in this game, I absolutely could not get first for shit.
Well,
it was too difficult.
Racing in 50cc and 100cc first, that helps. That way you get used to the handling, and then you graduate from those CC classes. So a whole lot of experience, it goes a long ways when racing in 150.
Yeah.
So this is
of course you have
Donut Plains 3. I like this track.
Which made an appearance in Mario Kart 8, obviously, in addition to being introduced in the Super Nintendo, obviously. I will say I actually do like this track.
Yeah, me too. This track would go from being a Special Cup level track all the way down to a Flower Cup level track, because in Mario Kart 8 it was in the Banana Cup, which is basically the equivalent of the Flower Cup.
You would think they would make
the SNES tracks along with the GBA tracks, they're all really simple, and it can be pretty easy to make them into the simple tracks that you see in Mushroom and Flower Cups.
You would think they would make this a harder track, because of all the ways you can actually fall into the water and then straight turning. Mario Kart 8 makes this track so much easier.
Yeah,
that's why I find the only
they made the track
disappointment.
wider. Here it's really tight, just like with the majority of tracks you find in Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's exactly how the track should have been, but no, they just expanded it and made it ways for you to obviously drive in the water. And you know, being able to make those tight turns quite easy.
Thankfully, the grass and some of the heavier dirt, they don't slow you down as much as you see in later games. So you can use the grass as a way to give yourself a little bit more room. Like, yeah, you'll still slow down a little bit, but not as much. So there's barely a little bit of penalty. So that's a way to, if you need the extra room to try and manage traction for Super Circuit, then there you go. Alright, so I think we swept this entire cup. So
all
hands
except
down
the
gives
last
us
one.
the gold cup.
All except the last one. Like, for a perfect score.
Oh, that's right. We didn't win that last one. Wario did.
No. Kevin did.
Kevin, our boy, he's able to finish out strong, but didn't win the war. That obviously went to us. Yeah, maybe next time, Kevin. We love you, Kevin.
Yeah, you know, you killed him in the first one.
I guess that in a way just set the tone for the rest of the cup. It wasn't able to beat us through the middle, and then finally came around at the very end. But with that Donut Plains 3, that was the first track of the Special Cup. The next and last of the extra tracks are from the Special Cup of Super Mario Kart, and that'll be in the extra Special Cup. But for right now, we're gonna be heading back towards the original, or the regular cups. So this Tuesday, we're gonna be going to the Special Cup, and I won't have a guest there, but I'll have some things to commentate on by myself. Thank you, Todd, for being here.
No problem.
Yep. And now we must move on to the greater and more challenging tracks here in Mario Kart Super Circuits. So with that, he's been Pureheart1777 Todd, and I've been Nintendo 14. And we'll see you guys later.
And have a good night, good evening, or good morning, whatever time you're watching this.
Yep.